You don't need a killer dragon for me. Ooh, I don't need no fairy tale.
So, last time we had a rather, I don't know, spooky, mystical, something or other kind of session. You
Had
guys,
a Gish Galoshin good time.
indeed, Gish Kalashin. Uh, you guys finished up with the upper level of the temple, discovered some backstory kind of history. Um, decided to head down into the Undercroft and found yourselves in this kind of dark, moss or algae lit, semi collapsed, kind of like temple area. The end of which ended in like a large pedestal or stand, um, dais. Dais is the word I want to use. Yes, a large dais with a pair of plaques that revealed some kind of mysterious history and a bridge to nothingness. Or so we thought, until someone walked out on said bridge and found themselves entranced and experienced something quite mystical and altogether their own. One of you almost lost their something while staring into that something, and another took a torch on their way back. Now, you've just exited the dais area and climbed down a pair of platforms. You were on your way back across the room after discovering that your ET phone home amulets did not seem to work here, at least here, or maybe at all. There was a discussion of heading up topside to try them again. It was discovered that Lycus has funky eyes, and that's where we left off.
I got them specialized.
Indeed, he has his own brand.
That's true. Yeah. So I think it was Rezik had just said, "Are we going to say anything about his eyes, or just pretend that that's normal?"
All right, and then you guys talked about him for a while.
Wanted to go back to that's true. Wanted to go back to science
Right.
magic school, but then couldn't get up.
Dungeon definitely totally not metagamed, forced everyone to try and roll history or arcana checks, and no one seemed to know anything. And we pick up with you guys in motion towards the exit to the temple.
I mean, there's a way around that. You could say Ugla has learned helplessness as far as perception and investigation and history rolls, right?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, if a door needs kicking in, he knows to step up.
Lycus, striking out on his own, runs across the temple grounds.
Oh. Hey, come back here, little guy.
Little? I'm as tall as you.
I'm not gonna.
Oh.
Do we need to go through this again?
Oh, yeah. How are you running? Oh, I healed it. Wait. I thought you wanted to climb these columns. Where are you going so quickly?
No. We should get out of here.
You know, I agree. Let's get out of here. Rezik? Genra? You ready to go?
I suppose so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Genra, as the only one who didn't walk out on that bridge, you didn't miss anything.
I really hope you're right on that, and
You missed out on everything.
hope that you didn't do anything that you'll regret.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And scene into which we immensely regret the decisions that we made previously.
Absolutely.
Everything's fine. So, the rest of the party catches up to Lycus. You make your way towards the major squared spiral stair. That's correct, Silver. Ugla's eyes were not different. His death did not cause any sort of. Oh no, actually, Ugla's eyes are different.
They're gray.
Yes,
Yeah, they're white.
They're quicksilver, actually.
Ah.
That just never really came up again. Mostly because I forgot about it.
Ugla still hasn't seen them,
I mean,
so
what,
he
what,
doesn't,
are,
he
what
doesn't
good are
even know to
mirrors?
bring it up.
The party enters the squared spiral stair. It is dark, just like last time. You get the kind of very brief remnant light from the temple underground, but very soon you're in the darkness. You know that it's several flights of stairs to get back up to the main temple, where it is well lit again. Is anyone doing anything about this darkness you didn't before? Okay. Hold on,
I mean,
we're
Lycus.
almost there. We're almost there, Lycus.
Well,
Calm
Lycus was gonna
down.
make a little torchlight amulet for Genra and for Resic.
Okay. As you climb the stairs, Lycus begins to slow. He's still following with you. And it doesn't look like he's laboring. It looks like you can see like a slowly dawning confusion passing over his face. And after a moment, he looks around in a panic.
Are you okay? Lycus, hello.
Run! What's that shadow doing there?
What shadow? Where?
Huh?
Use your words.
Are you okay?
Point at-
Where,
point at
Like
it.
Genra, where are you?
I'm right here. Where are you? What? You right here?
I'm right here.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Okay, so
Touch him.
his ears are pointed directly forward.
Yep, you hear her. She's definitely there.
Okay.
Can you not see me?
Well, there's an outline of you there, but
Oh boy, here we go. We're going to have one blind one by the time this is all done.
Looking
Can you
Just
see me?
looking closely with
Oh,
your
sweet.
highly perceptive eyes, Genra, that starscape that was in his eyes now holds an outline of the three of you.
Everybody, I think can you guys see what I'm seeing?
As you
in his eye?
move, the outlines move.
whoa!
Are you? Can you see us as in
I
the outer parts of our bodies?
I can see it's sort of. I can see the silhouettes.
This is not good.
Oh no, he's just like that blind old strig.
What blind old string?
Cobblepot.
Ah,
That one.
Cobblepot.
Yeah, he was weirdly blind. He had a different kind of sight. Were his eyes like this?
I don't know, were they?
We didn't ask, so I don't know.
Do I
I wasn't.
remember?
Lycus, when we talked to Cobblepot, did his eyes have stars in them? Or outlines of people and shapes?
Lycus, this was right before you obtained Keen Mind. Why don't you go ahead and
I'll roll
Why don't
intelligence.
you go ahead and roll me that intelligence? You don't recall.
I'm not really sure. I didn't pay too much attention.
Well, let's go back downstairs and see if you can see us.
Perhaps maybe in some better lighting. I don't
Well,
know.
it's much darker down there.
Oh,
But I'm
boy.
wondering if that vortex is putting off
Where's
something that
where's-
helps, maybe?
Were his eyes starry? Is that strange to say? His eyes were shaped like stars before, and now they're shaped like silhouettes of us. Is it? Were there's stars?
I mean,
at the end of
there's stars all around you.
There's stars all around me.
Right,
For reference,
and Resic and Ugla. It's like it's a dark, the tapestry of a new moon in the sky with cutouts of each one of you.
the star field is still there. Like if you're staring like intently at his eyes, the surrounding parts are still pinpricks, but you can see your own little starry outlines if you're looking real close.
That makes sense. I. This is very strange. I wonder if this is going to wear off. I hope so.
If it doesn't, I say we cut him out.
Okay.
No.
You down over there. You are not cutting his eyes out.
Let's start with the
please.
fingers, then the eyes.
All right, so we got a couple things sharp enough to do it. I feel like the sword's too big. Does anybody have like something smaller?
Probably. Like we have. Ginner has that awesome dagger.
Going.
I am not going to use that dagger to
Oh,
gouge.
you don't have to use it. I got
Hang
it.
on. Let's go back down the stairs. Let's go back down the stairs and see if you.
I
can
still
see
have a
it.
turret on my shoulder.
A small voice in your head says, "Try a spoon."
Spoons.
Don't do
I have one in my mess kit.
Mmm.
All right, come on. Lycus, take my hand. We're gonna go back down the stairs, and I want you to tell me if you see us as you remember us, or if we're still outlines. Okay?
All right.
As Lycus descends the stairs, Lycus, you note that slowly but steadily your vision returns.
Are we still outlines?
No, you're wholly there.
I peer into his eyes. What do they look like?
Still stars.
But they were outlines
No,
upstairs.
yeah,
right?
no outlines this time. Just the star field.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so when we're down here, you can see us as we are, and then as soon as you leave this chamber, we start reflecting strange little outlines. And what was that?
I have my camelback full of dog stuff and water has been successfully hanging on one of those 3M stick on the wall kind of hooks for
Yeah.
4 months. Today it failed.
Yeah.
Should have gotten the 15-pounder.
That is a 15-pounder. That's why it lasted 4 months, I guess.
I think Lycus did it with his mind.
He must have.
That's
Okay. So,
Starry eyed.
I'll get my sport.
Lycus, you have a perfect memory. If you're only going to be seeing outlines of us from here on out, take one last final good look at each of us so that, hopefully you can try and fill that in as best as you can until this fades away or until we can figure out what's going on.
All right.
Definitely take your time. This is weird.
Are we going to explore more of this place as it pertains to Lycus, or are we going to make our way out?
We've
I kinda
made
feel
it
like
through
it's hard.
most of the way here.
What'd you say? I'm sorry. You guys were talking over each other. Which one of you?
Lycus, what did you say?
Oh, we've made it through every available route except for going through the waterway.
Yes, I was also curious about that little water passage, so I suppose we could try that, or
The very beginning of the temple, I think there was a left route, a long hallway.
Oh, isn't that cat thing still out there somewhere?
Oh, yes. Maybe we explore the waterway.
We
I
don't
mean,
wanna-
we would probably take. Well, I don't want to be overly optimistic, but we theoretically should be able to take it out, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, easy
We
peasy.
would need a long rest because I currently have no ability to do anything except for plunk things,
Swing your
but
sword.
not real hard.
Okay. Yes, that's fair. I think we could probably take a long rest if you are
I think
all
if we long rested in here, Lycus would jump in the abyss.
not
So
in
we
here,
need to find a
We can
slightly
climb up.
safer spot,
out
maybe
there.
upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can climb up like last time.
Yeah.
That's a very ringing endorsement, by the way.
I mean,
All
it was
right.
a cool abyss. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I almost jumped in.
All right, we need to get away from it. So yeah, you
Yeah.
got your final snapshot of what between the lines looks like. Let's move out and see if we can find a cure.
All right. Well, let's see how this goes. I suppose.
Yeah, maybe Yeah. Oh! I got it. Let's go upstairs and see if we can use our magic talismans to get back to the avium. Maybe it's just this room that won't let us do it.
Or we take the waterway, see what's into that, and then do it.
I mean, the cat was out there though.
Not the same side.
We could get to the waterway without the cat stuff.
The cat's the bottom left section, the southwest corner of the temple. That's where the entryway was. That's where you locked the cat out. The waterway was the southeast quadrant of the temple.
I thought it went into the room where we had the traps.
Yes, but
And then
still
looked us and left.
not the same section. So, I'll put you on that map. You'll see.
Okay. Hopefully it'll, because there was like a main lobby and then you go north to get to that room. So we would have had to have passed through that lobby to get to the east set, which had the water stuff.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's the water stuff in the way southeast, and it was already up into the trap room.
Right, but the cat is in the southwestern section, which I've blacked out again because you don't know where the cat is.
Oh, okay, cool. So he's definitely not just waiting on us outside of that room.
Exactly.
Thank you. Let's be stealthy and get the fuck out of here.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, yeah. How do we cure these eyes? I can kick them.
No. It's well, let's worry about that once we're done with the rest of our issues. If hopefully this is something that will fade in time, but I'll have to look at myself probably with some sort of mirror or something to at least try to understand the magic used,
Or
or
maybe,
whether
maybe Dean Pelton will know.
my eyes are
Andy.
trapped back there. Who knows?
Would Resic, being an avid travel and survivor, or a survivalist, I guess, carry a signal mirror with him?
No, probably not. Mirrors are not exactly an early fantasy kind of object that are common. In this kind of time period or era, a mirror is more likely to be made of polished brass than actual mirror glass.
A bard or a somebody would have like a makeup kit.
Yes, but do you
Disguise kit. Right?
Yeah, the disguise kit, right. But again, that's probably carries a polished brass mirror.
Okay, so we're up top again, right?
Yes, you've ascended the stairs. Lycus is once again, I'm gonna call it starblind. And you are now where you're present on the map in the temple.
Okay, so Lycus, you see us as outlines. What else do you see? What do these rocks look like?
Rocks? Outlines of rocks? Like blobs, really.
So you see outlines of everything?
At least faint outlines, yes.
Oh, interesting.
Lycus's
it's kind of-
vision is like looking at a light bright that's running out of power. Like it's all the batteries are at like 25%, but it's still kind of on.
All right then. So
Oh,
yeah,
no.
let's just okay. So let's. Do we want to explore the waterway, or do we want to just try and get back to the avium?
Let's look in the waterway, and that might be our way out to the avium, unless someone would like to try to return to the avium right now.
All right. I would say
Waterway.
you first, definitely. Oh, or we can just explore the water. Maybe it'll be cool.
Rezik's
It's
charging
probably-
out.
But meh.
Okay. You've so you make your way back to that central chamber where all the traps were. You reactivated most of these traps.
Right.
Do we remember where these traps were, or should I?
Lycus does.
Lycus does, but he can't tell you because he can't see them.
I guess I will try to roll perception to see if I can.
Like Lycus's perfect memory would say there are many of them at the front He probably knows that there's one directly in front of the door, and like one, but like. In Lycus's head, like in Keen Mind head, it's math. He's like, 36 inches from the door.
Yeah,
There's the
well,
beam of
Yeah, you can make one. It's in front of the door. You have to take a pace to the left to
Uh,
avoid one, and then there's one
Guys,
more right in front of you.
we have a large collection of boulders that we've moved off of these tiles. We can just put them down, right?
Yeah. With a reasonable, with not too much effort, you can either find them again with the assistance of Rezik, and then replace the stones to basically deactivate the traps. There's a bunch of really old darts on the ground again, having flown from the ceiling. But other than that, you've detrapped the area once more.
Yeah. So, okay, cool.
Okay. So you guys, are you heading straight for the water feature?
Let's proceed stealthily. There may be a cat around.
Indeed, I
Ah.
am that.
I asked the group, how worried are we about this cat?
I would like to avoid it if possible. Last time we saw it was south of this room.
Agreed. I don't want to fight it if we have to. If we could avoid it, that would be preferable. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe that waterway ends up somewhere where it is. I'm not sure.
I
Yeah.
tell everybody to get close to me, and I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Ooh.
Uglo looks real excited.
Having remembered this spell from back when he was a ranger.
Yes.
Excellent spell.
All right, everyone gets a +10 to stealth. So make your stealth rolls.
And then make them awesome.
Well, they will just be. We will know they're +10. It's a good thing because Rezik rolled a natural 1
Very good.
On survival.
on survival, which is not stealth, Rezik.
I'm very
Sorry, I missed like
stealth roll
Mm,
because I have 1 for stealth.
you did very well. All right, so we got 24, 29, 28, and let's see. You had a 1 plus your 6 is 7, so you have a 17. You still rolled that nat 1. I'm making you keep it, you bitch.
17 still good.
17's still good, yeah. All right, yeah. You guys you feel extremely stealthy. Now you're making your way to the water feature.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
say like us just stand directly behind me and keep your hand on my back. Maybe I've got my shield back there. Just keep your hand on one of the wheels or sides of the shield, and we'll continue on.
Just put Lycus on the shield and wheel him around on the Red Rider.
I don't want him to get lost, but I don't want him to. I don't want him to feel. I don't know. It's probably all very disorienting.
Yeah.
So you've got a guide. You don't have to always be touching it, and I can't tell when you touch it or not, but it's there if you can. I'm sure you can hear me too.
Okay. So you guys make your very.
Oh wait, I have a better idea. I'm gonna pull out a length of rope and hand it to him, and then just tie it to the back of my shield,
Okay.
real quick.
All right. So Lycus, you have a guide rope to hang on to in case you're worried about your lack of sight. The 4 of you make your.
I use it.
Cool. You make your stealthy way towards the water pool. Just like last time, it's full of debris and otherwise largely unremarkable.
Okay, we may need to fashion a raft of a kind, or
I look at everybody. Who doesn't know how to swim?
I have
I
heavy armor on. I'll probably need to take off.
At the current state, you guys had widened the hole that it was trickling through to a maybe like 1 foot across hole, which is still very small.
Yeah.
This is not a hop in and slide down kind of deal. You're gonna be, unless you make it even wider, you're gonna be squeezing through this small tunnel.
We should dig that out for sure. Just try to make it a little wider. I don't know how you're gonna fit through it, Uglo.
Uglo definitely will not fit with his armor on in the current state.
Right.
I vote.
Something to do that.
Are we worried about this cat or not? Because if we're gonna start making a bunch of noise,
Let's go shut the doors. It had a lot of trouble with the doors previously.
Oh, definitely. We should definitely shut the doors. We want to be as, quiet as we can be within reason, but
Oh
but
man, I
big.
got it. Let's shut the doors, and then as we take the rocks out of this, put them in front of the door. Yeah.
All right. I'm that works. Let's do that.
Okay. Party traps.
Which way
itself
does
in
the door
room.
open?
Perfect.
Yes. And then floods the room.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The door opens interior to the room as often as possible. So there's a hallway separating you, so they would both open interior to their rooms. All right. So your plan is to widen the water tunnel thingy. How do you do it? Kick it.
I'm gonna start lifting some rocks, and is it rocks that can be lifted to widen this?
Yeah. They're large stones.
All right, I'm gonna start lifting some rocks.
Okay. You're just going the manual labor route.
I'm gonna watch and try and double check and make sure we're not moving anything that's gonna allow it to collapse on us. Try and figure it out, look at it, see if it's gonna be structurally sound or not.
Looking for load-bearing boulders. Very smart. Very smart. Roll survival.
Ooh.
Yes, you are with ease able to instruct the manual laborers on which boulders and stones not to move. Anyone else doing anything?
I know. Ask the blind person to do it.
Hmm.
Oh no, he's gonna become tough.
No. We can't have
Look over there, guys.
it.
I see it. Man. Okay. So Ugla goes about performing his manual labor task. Probably going to take a good 10-15 minutes. Anyone, are the other two of you, because Rezik's helping, are Genra or Lycus doing anything?
So they're moving those stones. I guess I could
Ugla's
be.
moving stones. Rezik is kind of helping, kind of looking for structural soundness.
I guess as they're moving the stones around, anytime I can kind of dig out more, I am.
So he's taking care of big rocks. You're taking care of small rocks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever she starts to do it, I ask if she just wants to keep an eye out and try and listen for something coming.
I mean, Ugla's blocking the door at the moment, so you're probably fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then never
Like,
mind.
you're definitely trapped in this room, but the cat's not getting in either.
Yep.
I pictured
What I want is to be trapped.
goose extending its neck and doing that little quick little bitey thing at some rocks. Exactly, that little thing. Thank you.
All right. Blind man, are you doing anything? You're just sitting around being blind.
I'm probably going to just kind of sing a song or something.
Okay. Hang out and getting accustomed to your blindness.
Ugla looks over his shoulder and sees Lycus fashioning a harmonica.
He seems to be making it out of stones, though, which is weird. Okay.
He has a small little chisel in his hand, and he's beating on the stone.
Yes.
And he thinks he's making one.
Right. Because all you can really see is the outline. Like, you know that you have a tool in your hand, and you're definitely working on a stone, but any holes or whatever you're digging are too fine a detail to be seen. So eventually you're just going to have a really awkward brick. Okay.
Yeah. Ugla thinks
Do I notice this at all?
Nah, you're busy.
Okay. Got it. I was gonna look for while I was digging around. I was gonna look for a piece of wood to hand him.
Nah.
Yeah, Ugla's just like, wow, there's Lycus. He's putting together some tools again to help out. Such a smart guy.
Yep. He's a helper. Okay. That's true. Yeah. If only he wasn't blind, he could be, make a pickaxe or something. But nah.
Oh man.
Anyways, so 15 or so minutes pass. Ugla has moved enough large stones to widen the area. Ugla, you could now squeeze through with your armor on, or fit through with relative ease without it.
All right. I'm gonna squeeze on through, guys. Y'all follow me, and we'll wait out. And I'm gonna be real careful not to like slip and fall into any large pools of water. And if we do get swept out, you know, kind of like big and strong, so hopefully I can just grab you before the current floats you
I'm gonna
by.
ask again. Who can't swim?
I think we can all swim, right?
Yeah, I'm imagining like animal universe. I don't think there are any people who can't swim. May not be good or strong swimmers, but I think everyone's capable swimming.
Okay.
We might argue that the bird folk are not good at swimming underwater.
Except for the
But can float.
geese.
Geese aren't exactly swimmers; they're floaters.
Floaters, yeah. I'm
Sure, little kiki
that
feet.
Yes.
able to glide down this, at
Mhm.
worst. So
Yeah, our best swimmers almost certainly like us then.
Yeah, it is hands down like us because the rest of you have to deal with wings,
Mm-hmm.
right.
and none of you are those very few breeds of bird that are actually excellent at swimming for some reason.
Right. Yeah, so
Who here is a duck?
No one. Anyways, so like Ugla's going first. You squeeze into the passage and half slide, half kind of dig your way through the narrow water slide of rocks.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can push enough stuff out of the way to make it easier on the people behind me to get through.
You can, since you have to scrape the sides because you chose to squeeze. Pushing through to the exit, and given that you are relatively strong, you are able to grab the sides of the sluice before you would plummet into this room. Before you, you see a slow-moving whirlpool of water. Doesn't look terribly deep, though you can't see the bottom. It's just not like super dark, which implies depth. You
Is
see,
the current really strong?
it's not. It's very slow.
I like that.
It is obviously whirling, so it's you would qualify as a whirlpool, but it looks neither deep nor strong, and therefore not terribly dangerous. Really, it's more mysterious that you see no reason that the water swirls, that you don't see an exit, and it's not deep enough for it to have really formed a whirlpool on its own. You see several large wooden doors or barrels and stray wood, similar to the small pieces you found in the previous room, except these are much bigger, floating around atop the whirlpool's surface. You can tell there's more room off to the west, but from inside the tunnel, you can't quite see it yet.
I'm going. Do I see any like loose rocks around me? There has to be something, right?
But yeah, like everything is loose rocks here. You're in a rock slide.
Right. So I'm just going to take one and
And me singing.
You don't
Can
see
I
any
see?
of this, Rezik. He takes up
God
the entire
my huge
tube.
bodies are.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't see what he's about to do.
No, that would
With
be
the
in
rock?
that would be in front of him where his arms are. That again, his
Okay.
the barrel of his torso takes up the entire tube.
I'm going to take one of the rocks with my right hand and toss it and see if I can see how far it floats down.
Okay. You toss the stone. It makes the signature kersploosh and disappears into the whirlpool.
Do I notice anything happen? Does the whirlpool change at all?
Nothing really changes, but the bottom is not visible, and the water is clear on top, but not really clear all the way through. So you don't really see it after the first couple of feet.
All right, so it's at least 8 feet deep is an easy assumption.
It's at least 3 feet deep is an easy assumption.
So not particularly clear up top, just a little bit clear.
Right, just a couple of feet of clarity before it gets murky.
All right, well, I'll take one and I'm going to drop it directly in front of me.
Okay. You're pretty near to what would be considered the edge where you are, so it hits a very steep little rock area that's forming some sort of basin, obviously. You see it sink maybe a foot and a half, hit rocks or something, kind of start rolling, and then disappears around the 2, 3, 4, 5 foot mark.
Does it roll rapidly down?
No, probably about the same pace as the current.
So, I mean, he could probably guess that if him stepping into it performed like this rock, then it's not going to just be so steep that it would just immediately throw him down into it.
Ugla would probably believe that, yes.
Okay, from my rock experiment.
Yes. But you're going to have to go into it head first.
Do any of the wooden planks float close enough for me to grab them?
No, you're probably a few feet above the water level here, and the it spills as a small little waterfall spillway into this area. If a barrel floated close enough, you could probably reach out and grab the lip, but when or how often that happens, you have no idea.
Okay, so I'll turn my head around to the group.
No, you can't.
Well,
You take
within
up the whole tube.
I can't turn my head.
You can turn your head, but like imagine like you.
I'm an owl.
Yeah.
I'm an owl. I can definitely turn my head around to the group.
Not inside your body, buddy. You are horizontal. You can't turn it this way. You can turn it this way.
Their head just does this.
Yes, but you're facing this way, and you're trying to look backwards.
You're laying down.
You're
like,
laying down prone.
horizontally.
So your options are look down and around in a 360. But
So if
not
you turn your head, you would be
crawled
looking
through
into
this
the
hole?
ground.
yes, you crawled as narrowly through a tube.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'll try to fart them a message then.
Please don't and say you did.
Sorry, like it.
Whoever comes
yeah.
after him, I'm so sorry.
Okay. So I'm gonna try and like wedge a little bit like close. You know, owls can flatten themselves a bit, but I do have armor on.
You
So I'm
chose to keep your armor on. That's the main problem
Yeah.
here. If you weren't armored, you could look back. You could squeeze a little.
Right. So I'm gonna try and flatten myself as much as I can, and just hopefully that I can like yell over my shoulder. There's a whirlpool in here.
Everyone, well, yeah, everyone roll perception with disadvantage. Everyone else.
I kept the message simple.
But it has to echo through your armor and your body.
Right. And the stones are relatively loose, so it's not like those are.
And there's the noise of the water.
Yeah.
What is
I don't even
here?
know where I'm at right now.
Okay. Genra, you're the only one who even notices him trying to say anything. But you have no idea what he said.
I'm just gonna kind of call out into it. What? I can't hear you. What are you saying?
Make a disadvantage perception check. Ugla. You don't think they heard you. You don't hear her.
I'm going to lightly kick and start shimmying backwards.
Okay. You start pushing yourself up and easing your way back. Okay. You push your way through, and you get about to the halfway point. Make a strength save for me.
Ooh.
Here it is. This is where he kills somebody off. It collapses.
All right. You get stuck for a moment, and you feel like your armor, like the pieces of your breastplate, snag on several bits of rock that you were able to squeeze through coming this way. But now they're at the lips. And you are, for a moment, you get that fucking, that very human claustrophobia moment.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be trapped here until I die. But thankfully, you panic a little. You get that panic strength, and you push through and dislodge a lot of the rock in the tunnel.
Did I kill my friends?
You don't, but several like large stones start to. You can hear them shifting around you. What do you do?
Start shimmying faster.
You try
Back.
Okay. You push your way back, and the narrow tunnel you've built collapses behind you.
Cool.
Not so much that it's like impassable. You could spend more time and like, excavate it once more, but you narrowly miss being crushed to death.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Everybody all right?
Yeah, are you
Yeah.
okay?
What did
Yeah.
you see? What was going on?
So, the end of that little tunnel is a whirlpool. It's moving slowly, not quickly. It's deep in the middle. Not sure how deep. It's not deep on the edges, but it is convex. Or is that the right word?
Concave.
Okay. It is concave, so rocks that I dropped down did indeed roll down to the middle of the whirlpool, which would make sense. but it is shallow on the sides. So if we could find some way to affix ourselves to maybe the edges of this, we could potentially shimmy over. There were also doors and pieces of wood and things floating around in the floating around it, but not necessarily being sucked into it. I'm not sure what the source was of it, or what was powering it, or why it is what it is. But yeah, a very light whirlpool. It looked like there was more of the room to the west we could potentially get to, but I couldn't see it from where we were. So it is worth the idea of trying to get around this whirlpool to get to whatever is on the west if we want to continue exploring. But we obviously will have to move some of those rocks out of the way again, since I thunked a good bit of them on the way out.
Shit. Something else entirely. Nice.
So what do y'all think?
Oh, I'm gonna say we teleport, or at least try.
Yeah, it is a weird challenge to try to get to whatever's on the other side of this, and I have no clue what kind of strange magic it might entail. Unless we have some... Wait. Do we have like a water breathing potion or something? I could have sworn we had that. Did we have that?
Right, let me.
Do we have something to make one of us smaller?
No, we ended up selling that one.
But we did have a potion of breathing underwater for some reason, didn't we? At some point.
We had like water breathing or underwater breathing bladders or something like that.
Yeah. Why did we have those?
Because we were gonna go try to mine stuff on the bottom of the lake.
Hmm. Wait, we sold those?
They're not on my sheet, and I was being the party treasurer for a while, so
Wait, are they in the bag of holding?
That's part of your
that's what
sheet.
I was checking. Yeah, we don't have that.
Oh, but are we supposed to have that?
If it's not on your sheet, you don't have it.
If it's not on the sheet, doesn't matter. Yeah.
Oh.
That means either you sold it or someone forgot to write it down. But either way, that means it doesn't exist.
Right, that's fair.
We lost them. I can't believe
surprised
you
I
lost
remembered
them.
You might have just lost them. Maybe you got
Yeah.
robbed, and I just didn't tell you.
Oh, that damn forestry patrol.
I mean, no, you've been in 2 major cities. Thieves.
What was that faint glow?
Lycus looks up from his really bad tool making, looking around once again in confusion.
Faint glow from the whirlpool?
No. It was up in the air. It was like this little.
In here.
Is this little like light blue aquamarine? Aquamarine. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a little faint glow, and it blinked it away. It was kind of caught it in the edge of my vision.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm guessing we're out of the way right now.
You guys just hanging out in the small water
Tossing
feature.
up that divine sense. Are there ghosts in here?
You smell nothing and what the rock is cooking.
Ah.
And I'm
like
gonna
this.
bloop 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 into a hellhound.
Oh, are you now?
Oh no!
Oh no, you're a hellhound. Now what?
I take a big deep breath. I'm gonna look up and take a deep sniff in.
Okay. You take a
I'm also gonna be
long
listening.
sniff. Roll advantage to perception.
And what is up with my rolls tonight?
Okay. You
Is
definitely.
that hellhound perception?
Yeah. Oh no, it'd be probably not even hellhound, but it's. I mean, look, we're using the hellhound scent feature. This is more roleplay, anyways. You definitely smell your party mates. You smell this kind of stagnant, stale water. Doesn't smell bad. Doesn't smell poisoned or anything like that. Just smell stale. You very faintly smell the cat, but it definitely doesn't smell like nearby. That's what you smell.
Lycus,
I just wag my tail a little bit, and then I'm gonna, I guess.
it's not a ghost. It's not undead. It's not a fiend. It's not a celestial. I mean, faint blue glow. It could have been that. I don't know what you saw. Sorry.
That's okay. Well, let's keep moving along.
I'm gonna go ahead and transform back.
So I can't remember what I originally said the smell is. So I'm gonna make it fresh baked bread is what he smells when undead are around.
No, you're not.
I would have had a +5 to perception over my 4, so.
I
No,
I
you're
can't
not.
I can't revise what he smells.
No. I'm not talking to you.
Oh,
I'm talking to him.
Oh, I'm not.
No, you're not.
Son of a bitch. All right. Now what?
Nothing.
I go over and lightly paw at Ugla.
oh, what's wrong, Rezik? Are you okay?
Woof.
Is there something dangerous?
I bite it myself and try and like I'm not gonna like do it hurtingly, but enough to like pull some of my fur and stuff away or my
Oh,
skin like
oh,
loosely.
whoa,
Not like
whoa.
but it's like
Oh God! And I'm gonna try and like grab hold of his head to get him to stop damaging himself. What's wrong? Is it painful?
You fleas?
I'm gonna try and like scratch at the spot that he was like light. I have talons, so lightly scratch at the spot there.
I just do the leg thing.
Who's a good boy?
I can't control it.
Yeah.
And I just do the leg thing.
Okay. So,
Jesus Christ. Here we
I wish you could just say what it is. Shit. Is it the cat? Oh. I got it. Lay down if yes. Do nothing if no. Is it the cat?
I do nothing.
Oh yeah, this is a revised Buttlebot. This is the stand-up, sit-down Buttlebot dog.
God damn it.
Is it Timmy? Is he in the well?
I do nothing.
Can you just change back and talk to me? Like you can do this at will, right?
I do nothing.
Oh, okay. So you're stuck as a dog.
And I lay down.
Okay. Well, at least the Hellhound's pretty cool. Could be worse. You could be blind.
And I just
Like this-
growl a little bit.
Lycus, I think Rezik is stuck as a Hellhound.
Okay.
Do you know anything about that kind of magic?
I mean, usually if you get stuck in different form, it's a curse.
Oh, yeah. Maybe the object that let him do this was cursed, and he did it too many times, and now he's stuck like that.
Eh.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Also, kind of not good. But then I guess he also kind of liked being other people. So I don't know. Well, is there any like Lycus, can you maybe there's a spell going on that we're not aware of? Maybe there's something watching us casting spells on us. Lycus, do you still have detect magic?
Well, I do, but I suppose I can look at it. Here,
Let's see what it looks like. It might look absolutely insane with your new
Yeah,
vision.
give me 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right. What do you do for 10 minutes?
Humana.
No, not you. Damn. I know what you're doing.
Okay.
I pet Rezik and try and calm him down because
Okay.
obviously I'm sure he's a little freaked out that he's stuck as a dog.
Rezik seems fine. Like he laid down. He was kind of freaking out for a moment, but now he stood back up and he's just kind of chilling.
All right. Then maybe it's to calm myself at the thought of my friend being stuck as a hellhound. Petting a dog is soothing for two people,
It is.
even a hellhound.
Two creatures at least. Okay. So you got 10 minutes. You just petting the dog. Right. Henry, what are you up to?
I suppose I'm just kind of watching and wondering what's going on. I don't know. I've been debating on saying anything because I'm not really sure what to say if I can contribute, So I think she's gonna just be like, "What the heck is going on?" and just kind of sit there and.
Okay.
pull out the old Bandalore.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Get
nice.
that comfort
That'll be
object
good.
out.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you? Hey, do you have any songs you haven't played before?
I mean, I'm sure I could come up with something.
Maybe a
Here we
song
go.
about
I know
water.
we're gonna start.
Are we? Am I inspiring you?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just kind of wanted to hear a song about water. Seems relevant.
A water song? I suppose I could come up with something about water, and yes, I guess so. And she starts to strum
Roll
just a
performance.
gentle song. Where did my thing go? There it is.
She
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
takes a few moments and starts strumming through some very flowy melodies and arpeggios and creates some beautiful watery song.
Wow.
10 minutes pass and Lycus can
Where
now
the
see
cows along.
Lycus can now see stars and magic.
Okay, like I
I'll
said,
also start
strange-
howling whenever she starts playing
Yeah.
Good, yes.
because it's so good. I just start howling.
It's beautiful. The acoustics in this
nope.
room are great.
Do you not hear? Did you not see my performance?
Yes, I see it.
It's a terrible howl.
It's horrendous.
What's a hellhound?
The hellhound howl is not pleasant. Okay. Lycus, you can see magic. What are you doing?
I am looking over at the dog-shaped thing.
All right. The dog-shaped thing has a strong transmutation aura.
I would like to roll Arcana to see if it's a curse.
Okay.
I didn't
Ward
mean to
breaker.
click that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to click that one. I'm sorry.
Rezik,
This is definitely a transformation effect of some kind. There's a spell that's not too far out of the reach of someone of your power, though not an artificer, but someone of third level. There's a spell that's not too far out of the reach of people of your skill level, called Polymorph, that can change creatures' forms for a decently long time.
Up to an hour.
Correct, but I don't know if you would know that. I mean, in character, that it's got a 1 hour time limit.
Right.
So polymorph exists, then it can physically change a creature's form. You don't detect any curses though.
I think it's just a function of the item.
that he can't change back, but he used to be able
Well, he'll be able to change back
after some
in a
point.
little while.
So why would that happen though? That it's that he was able. Ooh, maybe the more he uses it, the longer he has to stay as a hellhound, and the
That's
less
that.
he's able to change back.
It's not that complicated.
Well, it was complicated for me. You get all that, Rezik?
I just look at him and my tongue flops to the side. Just
Hey, little dude. So, yeah, I guess change into the dog form sparingly, because at some point you'll be stuck as it, which is cool. It's a very cool dog, and I love you either way. But being out in public and such.
Okay. Other than that, you don't see anything magical within the room, Lycus. So, Artie, what are you doing?
Lycus, can you try to use your talisman to go back to the avium?
Suppose I can try.
Okay. Lycus pulls his talisman out and says the magic word, and Lycus, with your detect magic still going, you can see the amulet start to glow and then fade.
Is it like there's an impressive sense on the amulet, or is it more like the amulet is like, all right, I'm gonna go, and then it's like, nope, don't know where to go.
Roll Arcana.
in short circuits.
roll Arcana.
You're pretty sure you're being blocked.
Okay. Yeah, I until we get out of here, I don't think we can use these amulets.
Are you telling me you can't use fast travel within a dungeon?
There are still enemies nearby. There are still enemies nearby.
Oh man, there must be something stopping us from using it in this ancient magical temple.
Well, I mean, we have a giant vortex that's in the liminal space below us. I'm not surprised that there might be something interfering with teleportation out of here or to here.
I mean, I could let it work, and then you'll see what happens. But I'm trying to be nice to you.
I like nice.
Also, I'm gonna go over and smell Lycus very uncomfortably.
Like all up in his face.
Not in his face, but like on like the side of his
Why
arm.
are you under my tail?
Like define very uncomfortably, because I'm very uncomfortable when my dog puts her nose in my ass crack. Is that
Right.
what you mean?
That would be uncomfortable, I'm sure.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with it.
Okay. Like as you're standing up there holding your amulet, thinking about all these things, suddenly huge hellhound nose deep in your pantaloons.
Pantaloons.
Looks like he's trying to detect some magic too.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to make sure he smells the same.
Is
After
this
his eyes
really
changed.
Lycus? There's only one way to find out.
Yep, I gotta smell the shit out of him.
Hmm.
Quite literally.
Literally.
Yeah. He does smell the same.
Okay, so we're either going through the cat or we're clearing some rocks. I'll start clearing some rocks just in case.
I just go back here and start digging.
Digging what?
Digging out rocks.
Oh, you're also getting dig rocks?
All right.
Yep.
Okay. Without a spotter this time, I need the both of you to roll a D100.
Oh,
Hell yeah, I'm
Good.
gonna get crushed.
Okay. Rezik's super fine. Very good dog digger.
all right.
Uggle also doing well, yeah. You didn't need a spotter. You guys just dig out the rocks. Another 15
Yeah,
minutes
we
or so
remember
passed.
which rock. it
Yeah.
was.
That one was the one. That's not do that. Yeah, I get this one. Okay. Another 15 minutes go by. Anything of interest or need for Genra or Lycus? No? Okay. You once again carve out the narrow tunnel.
So, I feel like we should put together something if we can to try and help us navigate this whirlpool. I know I just put a lot of rocks in front of it, but maybe we should take that door off its hinges. I saw some doors floating around in there. Looks like this wood floats. Maybe I could use that to try and get to the other side.
I go grab the I just walk up and snatch the tool that or the harmonica that Lycus is working on, and I go bring it to Ugla,
Oh, thank you.
trying to convey something.
Thank you. This is good. Y'all are
Nope.
both very good. I'm
Nope,
gonna go clearing rocks out from front of the door.
nope. I keep insisting.
This is gonna help me with this. Lycus, what is this?
I was trying to make something.
Oh, well, guys. Yeah, this will help. And then Uggla's gonna try and use this tool to help him move rocks out from in front of the door.
I
You're
lay
supposed to
down.
make music.
I lay down and kind of bark at you a little
As
bit.
Randy looks up the cat to be waiting outside the door as I take it off the hinges.
Wait, what? Oh, you're removing the door. Sorry, I was updating some of my notes. So you're you're gonna try to take this door through the tunnel?
Is it much too wide for the tunnel?
Much too wide.
So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Could I splinter it in shit?
You would destroy the door and potentially just break it to pieces.
Yeah, and yeah.
You can't just
I'm thinking about
conveniently snap a door in half.
right. I'm thinking about the things I saw floating though.
Yep.
This is nothing in this room or anything that we. Well, the family quarters might have had wood.
I pick up back the harmonica that Lycus is working on, and I like nudge him, and then I toss it at him.
You know, okay.
I
Let's
bark
go
at him.
back to the
I walk
family
over to
quarters
Lycus.
and where the corpse of the old dude of your great granddad were, or whatever it was.
This is
And we,
perfect dog behavior. It's
and we
like,
can get
here's a
some
thing,
buoyant wood.
bark, thing,
Yeah,
bark,
yeah.
throw, bark.
Let's get some buoyant wood, and then we can get somebody to just like surf across the whirlpool to get to the other side, see what's on the western side, right?
That seems very complicated.
I bring it over
To
to.
get wood to use as a boogie board.
Oh, why are we trying to
Like
make it a boogie board?
I mean, we can swim, but it's a whirlpool, and I saw wood floating, but that doesn't mean that we're gonna float.
That's fair.
I mean, I've given you everything that I saw, and I'm trying to come up with ideas, but can't say I'm the best at these idea things. I do feel like seeing other wood float there almost seems like a giveaway that we can use wood to float across. Or
Sure, but
trap.
That's
Maybe
what I was
wood.
thinking.
can
As soon
we
as we lay down in
can we
it,
get a big wood thing into there through the passageway?
as long as it's us wide across.
All right.
I mean, your granddad's chamber and your family chambers. There's a good bit of wooden stuff in there. I feel like between all those rooms, we got to be able to find some usable piece of wood, right? Like some chest top or something.
Yep. Well, I mean, that's going to be very heavy. You need something light like a barrel.
Oh, half barrel kind of thing.
A whole barrel. Something where
So
you'll displace the water around you
There's like
while
a
you're
sleeping
inside of
room
it.
or an armory or something, right?
I mean, though, if a barrel floats, I'm surprised that we won't.
So I grab that harmonica again. I bring it over to Lycus, and I kind of nudge him. I throw it over on the ground away from him, and then I cast fire breath on it to try and convey what I'm trying to get you guys to understand.
Oh my god, he really wants to play. And I'm gonna pick it up and throw it across the room.
I growl at you like a really mean growl.
I'm sorry.
I don't understand, Rusik.
Rezik, make a perform check with disadvantage. All right, everyone who would like to attempt to understand the dog, make insight checks with disadvantage.
I'm not going to make one because I don't understand.
Right.
I can't make out certain features.
Yep. Yeah, not a chance. You definitely think he's upset that you're not playing with his harmonica.
Me?
But someone.
Everybody?
Well, not Genra. He didn't try with Genra. So definitely Ugla or Lycus. He's mad that you're not playing with his harmonica.
Hmm.
Cameron just knows that it's about play.
Yes.
Definitely playing.
Definitely some kind of play.
I mean, I tried to throw it for you. Maybe it's not that. We really got to figure out how to get across the whirlpool. Do you think you can swim really well?
You talking to the dog?
Yeah.
I growl back at him
Yeah.
because I'm really mad about this.
Okay, so he's trying to tell us he can swim really well as a dog, so I guess we should let him go in first. Okay. Let's well, I mean, we could just clear the rocks and let him swim across if he's feeling confident about it. Oh, I know. How about we just let him go? Wait. Oh god. I don't know. Maybe we use wood to prop up the tunnel we make, so I don't destroy it shimmying out.
Make it like we're making a mine.
Yeah, little teeny tiny mine shaft.
I can't even write anything for you guys.
Nope.
God dang it.
So,
Well, I just go over here and lay the fuck down.
okay. What are we
Or
doing?
maybe we just go kill that cat. That might be less complicated than trying to figure out this tunnel and whirlpool.
What's
Right,
complicated?
and then we don't have to deal with it ambushing us while we're trying
Oh,
to
I
construct
actually have no
something.
spells. Never mind.
It's
I don't want
only
to
as
fight it.
complicated as you've chosen to make it.
It's gonna be like the kiddie pool. Some
It's like 3 feet deep. It's water. Ta-da!
walk across it and there's a door.
Actually, after laying over here in a grumpy mood, I come over and lay next to Genra.
Okay.
Hello, Resik. Have you enjoyed my my music?
Just to make just a like not like a bark, but just an acknowledgement
You know,
kind of noise.
one of those
just
dog I heard you noises.
Okay. At first, I thought you were going bleh, like you were
Oh.
disgusted, and then I was like, "You're a fucking jerk."
Were we able to clear out another 1 foot tunnel?
Sorry.
Were we able to clear out that 1 foot tunnel again?
Yes, you have the narrow tunnel again. You could squeeze through with your armor, or any of you could squeeze through without armor easily.
I think you should send Genra. Here's my thought process.
Wait,
This is
Pepper
totally...
thinks you should send Genra? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, let's
Okay.
do it.
Yeah. This
How
is
would they
definitely
know?
out
Can
of
you take a look
game.
at things?
Volunteer as Genra if she thinks
Yeah,
she can do
if
it.
you think they should send Genra, then Genra should go. If Genra doesn't think that, then don't tell them.
Right.
Okay.
I mean,
All
can
right. Okay. All right. Listen, I don't know what's on the other side of that, but if
Vortex.
it's as shallow as it
Whirlpool.
seems,
Shallow at the edges, yes.
perhaps I could wade out and, just stick my head in the water and see if I could see anything in particular that might give us an issue, and then just come back. Unless you suspect it's more dangerous than I've gathered.
I really don't know. I just hate to put any of y'all in harm's way. I'm gonna go feet first so I can shimmy down, not face first.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and hold on to the edges of it and try and get around the outside. Hopefully I can plant my claws pretty deeply into it and not slip. All of y'all follow after me in the same direction. And
So-
I will tug on your foot if it's safe for you to come with me. I'd like for Lycus to either be... I'd like for Lycus to be third in, I guess. So, well, shoot. No, I want him second in. So if he's... God, I don't know. Oh.
Well, so
I'm
while
not
you're sitting there
helpless, I
doing
just
this
can't
this
see things
monologue,
real
I want to
well.
go roll in the water to see if it hurts me. Because I don't know whether or not the water's going to hurt me because I'm kind of made of fire.
No. As a hellhound, while you have fire component on the inside, you are not harmed in any way by water. Now, if you were to it's probably easier to drown you because if it might snuff out your fieriness, but other than that.
Okay, I'm gonna go first, then other people, and then Doggy at the end. Let's go.
Wait, who's second then?
I suppose Genra?
All right. Then Lycus, then Doggo.
I was going to say I insist going last.
Okay. All right. So you are going in feet first, face down, pushing yourself backwards through the tunnel.
Yeah, just shimmying backwards through the tunnel. Yeah.
Okay. You get about halfway. Just like with the last time, you're creating a lip problem with your armor. So make a strength save.
Creating a.
So
Sorry,
when you go forward, you're all the round bits of your armor are pushing through. When you're going backwards, you've got all of the lips, the pieces that can be grabbed and therefore and like removed, or the separations. Your pauldrons have an underside. The breastplate has an underside.
Right.
As those
That's what
push through,
aerodynamics doing, yeah.
right, as those push through, you're catching rocks that are like not large, but are like sticking out and making up this tunnel. And sometimes it doesn't matter. You just shift and you go by them. Sometimes you snag on one. You have to push through it, which means you might dislodge it.
Strength save?
Yep. Okay. You dislodge several rocks, and for a moment, you worry that you are once again about to cause a collapse, this time with no means of escape except for into the pool. But you make it through. You reach the end, and you feel your feet dangle into open air, and you're almost there because you can't look behind you, so you're just pushing blindly until your feet run out of purchase.
Right.
You continue to push back until you're at the waist point, so you can actually bend that 90 degrees, and your feet just barely touch the water here. Cause at the from waist to tiptoes, you can just feel the water.
Okay, I'm gonna really like almost like it's. I assume it's climbable material, so I'm gonna use my little advantage there to just like sink my talons into that in front of me there.
Start
and
really you grip
lower
hard and start pushing a little more out, a little more.
Slowly down to the ledge,
now,
but still holding on.
Now, you didn't think real hard about the dynamics here. You're in a rigid plate mail suit of armor. You can't bend at the chest. You can't bend at the belly.
So it's a big old whoop.
Yep, you go like you can bend at the waist and you can bend at the shoulder. That's
right,
it.
it's not at the chest.
Yeah.
So the chest is gonna slide, and I'm gonna scrape rocks.
Yep. Okay. Make an athletics check with advantage because you have the claws. Good. You realize this breastplate problem as you're starting to push your way out. You make sure you've got strong grip every time you go to push, and you basically fall, like not fall, but like you have to let your body fall to get over this ledge, and so you slam the rest of your body into the rock face, and you're maybe like mid-calf deep in the water.
How do my feet feel? How's the angle?
You can, from here at mid-calf, you cannot touch the bottom of the slide, like your back talon, the one that faces the opposite direction, is not touching the rock slide, so you can't put your feet all the way down from this point. Like your front ones are in it, and you can feel that you feel like confident that they're dug in, but you're not standing, you're climbing.
I'm on my toes, really.
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like there's a firm area to walk. I'm gonna have to.
So at the moment you're at the shoulder. You've still got another maybe 1.5 feet of arm that you could lower yourself and see if you can put your feet down.
Are my feet touching anything?
The front two, your front talons are on the you're on the slope.
Right.
It's just too steep for your back talon to reach.
I'll try and lower myself down to just my talons.
Just to grip. Okay. Yeah. And you make it. You're with that extra 1.5 feet, you're up to about your knee, maybe a little above the knee, and you can put your whole foot down on the angled slope. It's definitely still just rock. There's no like beach or stone or like solid stone here. This is still part of the rock slide. It just happens to it's just angled as opposed to wall.
And what's the angle like? Is it
reasonably steep, but not too steep to be considered usable.
Okay.
Like
I can walk on it, but it's uncomfortable.
You can walk on it. You can walk on it while gripping the wall. I would not say you could let go.
Right. Absolutely. So it's almost like yeah.
Like like in movies when they're trying to cross a mountain and they've got that 6-inch ledge. You're on the 6-inch ledge.
Right, and it's a little sloped.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm there, and I'm gonna like tug on the foot of Genra.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna
You're in the room, so let me give you the rest of it. Well, what you can see at least. So you can see everything but the northwest corner because you've got that little rock lip in front of you. You see the rest of the whirlpool area. It looks like there was a large room here at some point, and a lot of it has been caved into the rock slide. Now that you've got a better look at the entire area, you see a couple more doors and barrels, but no major exit points unless it's in that northwest corner. The center of the whirlpool is a little darker, as if it's probably somewhat deep.
I mean, I'm Ugla's failing to see the purpose of us all going into this room at this point because, I mean, oh god, I guess I'm cheating by looking at this map and knowing that that northwest corner is maybe connected to where we came from.
Yes. Well, no, not really. Like, your spatial reasoning's not awful. So, like, you just came in this direction,
And there had been water in there.
and there had been water over there, so it makes sense that there might have been leaking from that section.
Yeah, I'm just not seeing the purpose in going into this room then.
Unless the only thing I can think that Ugla might think of is that this water has to come from or go somewhere, so it might be an alternative exit.
Oh man, but jumping down the hole of an unknown whirlpool? No way, man. Like there's no telling where it goes, and you can only hold your breath, a couple of minutes. So no, that's not particularly exciting.
Let's see. So was it Genra was second?
Yeah, so now
then
that he knows what's in the rest of the room, he's not going to pull on her foot.
Rezik, then Lycus. So all of you do fit in the tunnel. So all three of you are in this narrow tunnel, pushing yourself feet first backwards like Ugla did. Oh yeah, Rezik was last, my bad.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that because I'm a dog, and I'm like, nope, I'm not.
Yeah, you're just
nope.
belly crawling.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Let me send a quick message, then we'll get back to Ugla.
This is it. This is where Lycus does it.
Okay, back to Ugla. Ugla sees all these things. He's taking stock of the area. He's deciding this is probably not the way that he thinks the party should go. He does not tug on Genra's foot. Ugla, what are you doing? Take a small action. Let me, tell us that then someone else may do something or not.
Climbing back up, going through the tunnel again.
All right. So your intention is to, make the 2-inch back gap because you got down, you started to climb around, you looked around. This is garbage. And he's just climbing back into the tunnel.
Yep, do a little pull up and go back into the damn tunnel.
Okay. Lycus, do you react in any way?
There they are again.
Ugla probably doesn't hear this, but Rezik and Genra, you hear Lycus say, "There they are again."
I don't bite,
Oh,
but I nip
what?
at his foot.
Whose foot?
The only person's foot that I could nip at.
No
Yeah,
one's.
you have
He's facing backwards, so you're staring him in the face.
Oh, I'm staring him in the face.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm doing the whole dog thing of confused. Like, I'm trying to figure out what he's saying. Are you picking up what I'm putting down there, Lycus?
Huh. Well, if there's more than one. I mean, there's a possibility that color might be tied to the water elementals, which would be interesting. But why would they be? Well, I suppose it makes sense that they gather here.
Can Genra hear him saying all this?
Yeah, he's not filling the tunnel space with armor, so he's reasonably audible.
What are you saying, Lycus? I don't understand.
Well, I mean, like, if maybe this place is maybe right here, we're closer to water and water elementals than anywhere else except for the vortex down below. It's just Though that means it would be incredibly pure water and it would be coming from somewhere. Because they would not care for any stagnant water or anything that was terribly earthy, which explains why it's, I suppose, is it relatively clean, Genra?
The water?
Yes.
I mean, Genra hasn't even been in the water, has she?
You're in the water now.
Oh, I'm in the water?
Remember, because the water flows from the previous room into this room.
That's right.
So you are in a small water slide.
Does anything about the water feel different? Is it darker?
It's very cold, but other than that, it seems very clear, very clean.
I mean, like, it's honestly, no, there's nothing unusual about it.
I want to smell it.
Well, I mean, but is it clean?
It smells like water.
And I taste it. Does it taste and smell different than the water in there because it was stagnant in there?
It smells and tastes just like the water in there.
It looks clear. So in terms of clarity, if you're talking, clean clarity, I suppose it's clean.
Rezik, make me an intelligence check as the Hellhound.
I don't even know what water is.
You're pretty sure water's wet, man. Okay.
So wait, was the spring in the previous room?
You don't know. Well, no, you were in this room previously before your eye problem. Yes, you were under the impression that water flowed from that room through this tunnel. So if there was a source, it makes sense that it might have been in the previous room. However, you are also aware that it was very stagnant and stale, which doesn't really make sense for flowing water.
Right.
I will allow you an intelligence check to remember some science. Nope.
What's science?
Water's wet, man. Okay.
Well, let's keep going.
It is at this point that Ugla is beginning to climb back into the tunnel and is saying, nope.
Nope, what?
I may yell out, "There's nothing in there. It's just an empty other side of the room. Unless we're going into the whirlpool, there's no point in us all going in."
I thought that was part of the purpose. We were just going to explore what's in the room and then see what was going on down in the bottom.
Oh, okay. Nago's gonna lower himself back down.
Okay. Ugla returns to the whirlpool chamber.
Yeah, and start shimmying across to the left.
Okay.
Pull Ginner's leg.
Make an athletics with advantage. Climb.
Well, before he starts like the real, so he's gonna just like move slightly to the left.
You're just getting out of the way.
Yeah, I'm getting out of the way so that Ginner can lower herself, and
Okay.
I can hopefully like grab her if she falls
Okay.
before I start the real climb.
Sure. So you shimmy to the left. No check needed for that. Genra, he gives you the sign that it's okay to climb down.
All right, hold on, and then she starts moving.
Okay. You shimmy your way in. You're not wearing plate armor, so you've got a much easier little graduated slide into the area. And Ugla will assist you. So go ahead and make me an athletics check with advantage. Okay. You're not quite as tall as Ugla, so you're approaching waist deep to get your feet down, and you don't have climbing talons like the owls. So you have a much harder time of feeling like you can solidly grip this with your feet. However, given that you're basically waist deep, you're feeling pretty buoyant.
She's just gonna kind of float a little ways.
You're gonna
Not
let your,
far,
you're gonna let yourself drift.
just a little bit.
Okay.
I was gonna see her separated from the rock and keep one left hand like firmly gripped into it, and then reach out and hold on to her left arm as she drifts away.
Okay. You drift slightly into the current. It's very slow moving. You feel yourself floating with ease. Nothing happens.
I have to say, this is quite relaxing, actually. It's been a while since I've been able to wade in the water.
Yeah, I'd say don't float over the middle of it, but try and
I could take a peek and see if I could see anything under there.
try and skirt the edge and just get over to dry land over on the other side, on the left side, and I'm gonna help the others across.
All right.
Okay. Lycus is coming up next, and Rezik behind him.
I know the doggy's gonna need some help.
Right.
There's
Oh, this whole time I've been staying face to face with Lycus. Like,
Yeah.
just basically, like, almost my nose touching his nose.
Yeah.
Brimstone dog breath. Just.
Mhm.
I am glad these pretty lights are all around me to distract me.
All right. So I heard you let go of Genra, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, I basically told her what I thought was safe, and then continuing on.
Genra, you begin to drift. I will reveal the last corner of the room. It is as uninteresting as you might have thought it was. Genra, it looks like there's a little what's it called when a stream has like a little inlet where there's like mostly still water? Is it inlet?
Eddie?
Eddy? Is that
Jetty?
it? Jetty? Is that it? Like where there's a flowing river and then there's just one little pool that's just kind of there and it's more or less still, but it still feeds from the river.
I have no idea.
There's a word for it, but that's what it like.
Still water.
No, still no.
What? Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't
It
get
is a
it.
thing. It has its own term. But anyways, like Genra, as you float around, you spot that little corner room. This is one of those. Like it's shallower. You could definitely stand in it. The water is kind of flowing super slowly into and out of it, but it's just kind of there. Okay. Lycus begins his descent. I assume, is that correct, Lycus?
Correct.
Okay. Make an athletics check without advantage, Lycus.
I'm not helping him down.
You are helping him. That's why he doesn't have disadvantage.
Oh no.
Lycus, I am making something available in your journal. Lycus slowly descends just as Gunnar did. Definitely feeling a lot shakier than she had. Being able to rely on your sight's a big deal for just functioning. He's, sinking his claws and his paws into the rocks, and Ugly, you've got a firm hand on his back to assist him. And he's holding steady. He's not going to fall. He's doing okay. He just seems less confident about the whole task. He steadies himself. He's closer to Ugla's height, and so he steadies himself, around that mid-thigh, maybe upper knee, and takes a kind of, star-blind look around the room. Like, if you'd like to react to the thing that I shared into your journal, now's the time.
Mm-hmm. He seems to be, his eyes or his head is motioning in a kind of circular motion along the surface of the water, and then Ugla can see him take a deep whiff of something.
Oh, does it smell interesting in here?
Why does it smell like ash?
Like ash. Do I smell anything like ash? You know, I've smelled things like ash at very specific points in my life related to this strange curse. Wonder if there's something in here you're supposed to find.
But this is another space in between. It doesn't quite feel right though. Why does water smell like ash, and why does it feel violent?
Oh, there's probably some ancient evil inside this whirlpool, I'm sure. I don't know why.
I like how you describe things as ancient evils and not just the nature of various things.
Oh, well, there could be an ancient malevolent power within these waters.
I find that very appropriate. Yes, thank you.
Sorry. Oh, or maybe just destructive power. You know, malevolence, evil.
No,
Those are words.
malevolence is right. Malevolence is right.
Okay. Well, let's let's not be in the water then if you're picking up some stuff
No,
on
no,
your
no. I mean, it's less about being. It's like it's like it's a portal. It's not so much that the water itself is problematic. It's the nature of the portal.
It's a portal, eh? So it does go somewhere.
Yes.
Wonder if we could long rest over on that tiny cropping over there and jump in.
Just hear me growl.
Nah, I'm sure it's safe, dog man. Don't worry.
I wouldn't mind going through it. I'm curious.
Okay, if we're feeling
mean-
crazy today.
The path I remember very clearly. The seemed like the path out of the valley wasn't really out of the valley. It seemed like there were a lot of footprints that went back and forth a lot.
True. People have been visiting, well, probably not quite this room. I mean, that did have it blocked off where we were squeezing through. So,
People
Right,
been
and the puzzle was on. The traps were armed when Ugla applied his foot to the door.
yes.
I don't think anybody made it quite this far if they.
Oh my god, guys, I got it. My right foot, it's got a new nickname. Key.
That's what
Ugla,
you got.
use your key on this
You like
door.
Yes.
Just hear me make a vomit noise inside the cave. Just
Oh, Rezik likes it.
Ugla, I'd like you to use your key on this door.
On the whirlpool?
Stick your foot in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really deep.
I'll just growl.
I don't think I want to jump in there first. I
Rezik.
think I'll let the people who are a little more certain about it being a portal go in first. Right?
Rezik, you've belly crawled to the end of the tunnel. You're just sitting, basically just laying there comfortably, watching this from above. Genra, unless you're actively trying to swim, you will have floated to the other side of the room by now.
Yeah.
Okay. You're on the far side of the room. I mean, no big deal. It's just like you're over there now. Eventually, you'll float back.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Oh, Lycus, is your are your magic eyes still working?
No, it takes
Oh,
several,
no.
it takes several minutes to belly crawl this narrow tunnel.
Let's go over to the ledge and get the magic eyes going again. And if you see some magic down in this watery hole, then maybe we do swim into it.
All right.
Okay.
Shoot. Let me Genner, you float. Maybe you can help our dog swim across, and I'll help Lycus climb across.
Wait, that
I
Rezik
growl.
he can't swim across himself?
I just growl.
He can swim. I mean, actually, Lycus can probably swim too. In fact, I'm probably the one that's needs the wall the most.
I can swim.
Okay, I'm just gonna shimmy across then. This is silly, I guess.
Okay. You begin to shimmy across without any major issue. Lycus, you can swim, but you can't see.
You got my rope still.
Yeah, I follow along with Ugla.
Okay. So the two of you can make your way over. Genro will eventually just kind of float in the right direction. Where the fuck did Lycus go? Oh, there he is. What? Okay. Genro, you will eventually float over there if you so choose. Rezik, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stay there until I have to,
I
and
figured.
if you make like the tunnel collapse, then I guess I'm getting out.
Nope. Tunnel's fine.
All right, just chilling there.
Okay.
Just
Rezik does
well,
not.
no, I'm not even panting. I'm
Oh,
because
yeah,
it's
you're very
cool
comfortable.
water
Yeah, it's
running
very
down
cool
on my
water.
belly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Eventually you do get a little thirsty, and you take a sip because there's easily available water. It definitely tastes different, but not for any reason you understand. Not bad, just different.
Did it taste ashy?
No.
I look at my hand that I picked up the scepter with. Does it look different now?
Your paw is has ashen fingers still.
I'll lick that and see if it tastes similar.
Nope. Tastes like a paw. All right. The trio, you make it over to the shallow chamber. It's 6 inches at the entrance and 2 near the leaky wall. You can hang out here if you like. Rezik does not show up.
What's going on with Rezik? He's not joining with us over here. I don't understand what his hesitations are. We've obviously made it over here ourselves.
It's a dog.
Yes, dogs actually tend to like water. Isn't that the case?
Nope.
Not all
No.
dogs.
Nope.
Yeah, Gamer,
My
weren't
dog
you,
shivers and whines at water.
What'd you say, Agla?
weren't you going to help him swim across?
Why would I need to help a dog swim?
Because you're both swimmers. Maybe one. Okay, or the blind guy. Maybe the blind guy can help him swim across. We don't know how well he swims as a hellhound.
I mean, I am much smaller than him. I don't know how I would be of any help to him. But I mean,
Like a pretty buoyant, strong swimmer to me.
to me, the best way to learn to swim is to take a plunge and, figure
some
it
swimming.
out.
Ugla, he has a deep sigh. He looks at her. Okay, Rezik, jump on in.
You just call out from the chamber.
Yeah.
Come, Rezik.
I guess I can hear everything that they
yeah,
can
yeah.
say.
Yeah, this is a small chamber. There's not a lot of sound from the slow whirlpool. So if they're not speaking at like a low volume, it's very audible.
Well, I was gonna say with my keen hearing, I should be able to hear him anyway, unless it's like a bunch of fucking ruckus or something.
Right, but there might be like echoes if they're in a small area and stuff like that. But anyways, you hear him. You hear him say, "Come, Rezik, here, boy."
Trying to decide whether or not I want to be an asshole or just whimper and
Okay.
not come. So you know what? I'm just like, I'm not going to try and, I'm already frustrated. I'm not going to try and deal with them not understanding what I mean, and then somebody come over and try and get me because I just want to stay here. So I scoot out as far as I can, and then like if I can just like if you could imagine this, I just put my front paws down, like slide down enough to where I can get my back paws, and I just jump straight out.
Into the whirlpool.
Yep.
Okay. Make an athletics check. I'm pretty sure
That's disadvantage. That was disadvantage. You want me to roll it normal?
Oh no, it will just take the three
First.
you rolled. But what is Hellhound's strength? What would his bonus have been?
+3.
All right, so you got a 6. Still not great, but you're so you push your feet off, but some of the rocks were loose. You don't manage to actually jump very far. But everyone, here, boy, here, Rezik, and then it
I
takes
just tumble.
like 30 seconds later, Rezik comes kind of flying, kind of flopping into the pool, making barely a 5-foot jump.
Okay, I'm gonna yell, over here, over here. We're gonna try to rest.
Rezik, you swim with ease.
Okay. Well, then I swim to him.
Okay, doggy paddles his way over.
Okay, let's put some rocks down and try and take a long rest here before we go through the tunnel.
What are the
I think
rocks
that's
for?
possible.
All right. Yeah, sure.
What are your rocks for?
I guess I had the idea of like preventing water from coming in, but there's already water here,
Yeah.
and this is gonna be impossible.
Yeah, you're definitely resting in water unless you've got like a hammock.
Could probably grab like one of the pieces of wood, one of the larger pieces of wood when it floats by.
There are doors and barrels. There are large pieces of wood in here.
Yeah, I'm trying to grab the doors and lay them down
Oh.
here, put some rocks on them so we can at least sleep on something dry.
Okay.
Okay, I noticed what he's doing, so I just try and go out there and grab something for myself.
All right. You grab a long, narrow plank that you can just chill on.
Okay, guys, let's get a good night's sleep here, and we're gonna. Well, actually, before we do that, before we sleep next to whatever this is, Lycus, can you turn on the magic eyeballs and let us know if there's some strange, eerie magic coming out of it?
Sure. Ritual cast detect magic.
Okay. 10 minutes pass. Yes. The whirlpool is extremely magical. Conjuration aura.
Oh, this is absolutely a portal.
Okay, cool. So the question is, do we think it's safer to sleep here or on the other side of it? I guess we don't know what's on the other side, but we do know what's on this side. I bet if we sleep in shifts, since this room is relatively illuminated, it's probably safe. Or safer. Y'all in for it?
Sure.
Okay. Who
Well,
wants
I'm laying down, so you assume it's a no.
Lycus, are you okay to take a shift? You can still see. You'd be able to see something coming out of that, right?
That's a good question.
Hmm.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, maybe you don't take a shift. Let's let everybody else have a shift and make this drag out a little bit longer. So we'll take 10 hours instead of 8.
Okay. Who's taking first shift?
I'll do it.
Okay. Genra's taking second.
Sure.
Alrighty.
Mr. Dogman, you got number 3. You'll probably be back as Rezik by then, hopefully.
Yep.
Maybe not.
Alright.
And Lycus, I want you to sleep the furthest in the corner in case you get any strange urges in your sleep to go run and jump in before the rest of us are ready, okay? So
All right.
hopefully we can grab you. And
Guess I need to make that now.
Nope. That already happened.
see, we can't really do the alarm thing because we got a dog, man. But yeah, everybody just be on high alert.
Okay.
Can he be like a security dog? I
Yeah.
mean, like,
Well, he's gonna take a shift.
yeah,
He is. He's gonna take a shift.
he's our watchdog.
Yeah. So, everyone lays down. You start your long rest. Everyone's feeling fine. You're out of the water. It's a little damp, but you know what can you do? Ugla, make a perception check.
This should be an excellent number coming up.
I believe in you. It is. That was an excellent
Good one.
number.
Why not?
Rezik, Hellhound Rezik, as doggy dreams, he kicks and whimpers and kind of boofs in his sleep.
That's really cute.
Yep.
Does an hour pass?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Ugla is concerned that he's not changing back into a human.
Okay. The end of your watch comes.
Okay, so I guess Genra is next.
Genra is woken.
Genra, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. When it comes time for Rezik's shift, just when you wake him up, since he's evidently permanently a hellhound or a hellhound for a long time, just tell him to bark real loud if he sees anything strange.
Certainly.
Okay.
I'm going to pass it up.
I'll go pass this out. Genra, make your perception check. Very effective.
Them eyes.
Ooh, doggy butt. The silence is very terrifying.
Yes, we're sleeping
I'm
by a very
very
magical portal.
Uncomfortable with how much time is passing. Randy's way too smitten over there.
Things are being conjured.
Yes, things are brewing. It's gonna be like a fucking sea monster. God damn it.
Well, it could be anything.
I get up and I bite the shit out of Ugla. What? Well, hold on.
Wait,
What?
is
So,
it your shift?
It's not his.
What-
It's still
does
mine.
my character know this, Randy?
You know exactly what I've told you, and that's all.
Oh, fuck.
What do you-
Wait.
You
Did
do not.
something
You do
just
not
happen?
know the thing I screenshotted you.
Okay,
You
that's
know,
what I wanted
You know
to ask.
exactly what I put in this last 3 lines.
Oh no. Well,
Rip. Is this the night? Is this the one where we all die?
So, Genra, you are being extremely perceptive. Oh my god, I see everything. You don't see anything. Nothing's happening. Rezik,
This is a
Hellhound
fake
Rezik.
motion.
Hellhound Rezik is doing his cute little puppy kicks. He's having a dream. He's chasing something. And then he wakes up. He just stands up. Not stands up all the way, but he rolls onto his like fully alert. Is looking around. Rezik, if you have anything you'd like to do, now's the time. I'm gonna put Genra at the entrance since she's
I'm
on
so
watch.
confused at what to do because it's.
That is a very
I mean,
that's a very
conflicting.
but that's the point. That's a very reasonable way to feel in character. If you feel conflicted, this is gonna be a first for you as a player. So do whatever you feel is right. And if I and nothing is an answer.
So I only know what you've told me.
Yep, those last 3 lines.
So, with the last sentence of the first one, or after the last comma,
Mhm.
do I know that?
Yep.
I start biting the shit out of myself
At
with an
yourself.
actual bite.
Oh, you're trying
Yep.
to damage yourself.
Yep.
Okay. Roll your full bite damage against yourself.
Do I got to roll to whether or not I hit myself?
No, just just
Okay.
regular bite damage. Okay.
And what about the +5 on hit?
isn't
Is
that
that
your
factored
accuracy?
into? Oh, okay, yeah. So it's on +5 on the hitting, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's plus
Okay.
5 to your accuracy with the bite, and then 1d8 plus 3 plus the fire damage. Are you immune to fire? You are. Oh, yeah, so you don't do fire
Yep.
damage to yourself. Okay. So yeah, so just 1d8 plus 3, which you rolled 6 damage. Okay. Genra, he was sleeping, cute puppy dreams. A few minutes later, strangely fully awake, just kind of staring around the room. Stands up, growls a little, and then sinks his teeth deep into his back leg and begins to bleed heavily. Sleepers, roll me disadvantaged perception checks.
Genra is so she's gonna see this, and she's gonna gasp, and just yell out Rezik.
Okay, never mind. You guys can wake up. The two of you.
Sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine. The two of you awaken to Genra's kind of panicked yell of saying Rezik's name. Rezik. You roll over on your doors or your barrels from groggy sleep to see Rezik biting deeply into his flank. Go ahead and roll damage again, Rezik. All right. Rezik, who's your favorite party member?
Oh man.
Yep.
It's one of those. Hold on, I gotta think on that one for a second.
Okay.
Ugla and Rezik did spend a year together, but Ugla is kind of a dick.
Well, and
Well, no,
things could have changed.
it would have been that had I not gotten changed back from a wizard.
He doesn't like you as much because you robbed him of wizardry.
Well, it's not even that. It's he just felt that his wish wasn't granted because of that.
Mhm.
So, and because Genra kicked it all off, feels
I
like
would
he
be
blamed
very
her.
shocked if you said Genra.
I mean, it would normally be between you and Lycus, but I guess it would have to be Lycus because Lycus didn't really have a whole lot to do. He didn't really
wronged
care
you.
too much. Yeah, he didn't really wrong. He didn't actively seek to change me back or anything.
Okay.
So it'd be Lycus right now.
Okay. Lycus, and Ugla, you both rolled over out of sleep. You see him biting into his flank, and he's already bleeding heavily from the back leg on his right side. Now he's kind of scrunched up his neck, and he's bitten into his flank, and he's got now a gaping wound on his side as well. You're coming out of sleep in that shocked state. You may be standing up from the door. Ugla, you're unarmored because you're trying to sleep. Lycus, as you're kind of lifting up. Oh, this is sad because you can't see it. Ugla, make a perception check to see what should be Lycus's scene. Okay. All right. I'm glad I at least get to narrate this because it's it's supposed to be important. Ugla, I mean, Lycus, you can tell that the hound is looking at you. You can't see that it's bleeding. You saw the head near the flank, Lycus, but you don't know that it's biting itself.
You can hear weird noises.
I mean, it's growling though. It's making dog noises. It sounds aggressive. No, it's not. It's not like mauling itself. It's seeking a deep bite, a singular deep bite. It's ripping chunks out of itself. Lycus, or not, yeah, Ugla. It stands up after having pulled another chunk from its flank, wheels its head around towards Lycus. Luckily, the two of you are sleeping near each other, because Lycus, you can see it like turn to face you, but you will not notice the rest of this. It looks over towards Lycus, and you watch as that spark of self, the sense that is Rezik, aids from the Hellhound, and it breathes fire on the both of you. Make a dex save, Lycus and Ugla.
Do I make mine with disadvantage?
Yeah, probably so. You'd have no idea this is coming. Nice.
Oh man.
Okay.
Does it make the Super Mario noise as I jump over the fireball?
You only miss half of it. Lycus, you take 19. Ugly, you take 9. Let's roll initiative.
Dang it, I didn't.
I didn't click either, sorry. Oh, god damn.
And 1.
I mean, would that have been...
Alright.
That's not Hellhound initiative anyway. So you rolled a 4 plus the Hellhound's 1, so you're a 5. Rezik.
Okay.
And you're a monster now. You don't get dex bonuses.
Okay.
Lycus,
I'm
you're
in.
on a 1.1. Ugla is 5.12. Genra, is your initiative.
Okay.
All right, Genra's very first. Genra, you were on the opposite side of him, so you don't get the spark fading scene. You saw him bite himself viciously twice, turn to face Lycus, and then just breathe fire on both Lycus and Ugla.
All right, so she's gonna see this happen. She's gonna freak out. She's like, "What the shit is happening?" And assume that something in this room or something with him not being able to transform has caused him to go rogue. I'm going to use vicious mockery.
Okay.
I'm gonna spew words at him. How dare you do this, Rezik? This is the second time. You are a terrible being if you're gonna do this to us all the time out of nowhere. I cannot believe you. You're a monster. You're a monster. Sorry, Zelda.
You've disturbed the dog. Both of them. Okay, so you scream at him, but you don't do anything else?
No, I'm not ready to take
Offensive
my
action.
weapon out
Sure.
and actually physically attack him yet.
Alright, Ugla. Oh wait, no, you vicious mockery him.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
I said that.
sorry, I missed that. Sorry, I'm trying to talk to too many people.
worries.
Alright, so I need to make a Hellhound Wisdom save. +1. Nope. He takes 4 vicious mockery damage, and I think he's at a disadvantage or something. Okay. Ugla.
I saw him biting himself, right?
When you woke up, you were in the groggy state, but your awakening was as he was ripping a chunk from his own flank.
Right. And did I see the Rezik fleeing from him? Or was that just Lycus?
You're the only one who saw that because Lycus is blind.
Oh, perfect. Then I'll yell out, "It's not Rezik," and grab my sword and just hit as hard as I can.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Is there a bonus for using this sword with 2 hands versus 1 hand?
It's still a long sword, right? So yeah, technically, it's got the versatile feature, doesn't it?
Yes.
So it would have the same versatile.
So what does that mean? I've never not used.
Instead of 1d8, it's 1d10 as a two-hander.
Okay, cool. So I just add 2 to everything.
No, it's 1d10. The dice. So don't use your auto roll. You're gonna have to roll them manually
Okay.
or update
So
the rollers.
okay, I got it. So I just plant that in dome.
Okay. Yeah, 26 definitely hits. You slash the Hellhound very, very hard.
And I raise it again, and with all my anger and fury, come down again.
Okay. 14 does not hit. You glance off the thick hide. Okay. You don't really have a lot of room to maneuver, but would you like to move?
Which is that's Rezek beneath me.
Yeah, Rezek's to the southeast of you.
Can I just push my way between him and Lycus?
No, Lycus is more like in this square. That's a.
There's nowhere to move.
Yeah, that was a half square there.
I'll just stay still. Then there's not really anything I can affect.
Okay. Hellhound attempts to recharge its fire breath. Success. Breathes on Lycus and Ugla again. Dex saves.
Oh no.
Nope. Lycus.
Okay.
Dex. No. I need you to make a dex save. I'm breathing fire on you again.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not.
Nope.
Even without disadvantage. 21 to both of you.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay. Lycus, make a death save. One to the fail.
Yep.
Genra.
All right, I'm gonna use speak with animals.
Okay. You cast speak with animals. You've got 6 seconds of speech.
Who are you? And why are you doing this?
You have to wait for his turn to come back for him to respond.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to move or make a bonus action of any kind?
I mean, he's attacking them and not me, so I think she
I
would
yelled at
assume.
Rezek also.
He did.
Yeah, I think she would assume that in the spot she's in, she's probably okay. I don't know. I feel like she wouldn't go anywhere because I don't think she would want to put herself in any danger with the whirlpool, if that makes sense. So she feels kind of stuck, I think.
Okay.
So no.
All right. Ugla. You just heard. You heard Genra. Well, you saw Genra cast a spell, and then she spoke in like a, basically in dog. She barked and yipped at him.
I just went to look at my spells. Well, fuck. I still hate this decision between healing and attacking, but I have to try and kill this, or I'm not going to make it another round. So I'm going to attack it twice.
Okay. $13 damage. He's looking pretty bad. The hellhound that was Rezik is bleeding profusely, but
Fuck.
once again a glancing blow fails to fell the beast. The hellhound. Oh, smarter hellhounds. 6
-2.
-2. Okay. The hellhound rips into Lycus, tearing the throat. Genra.
Wait, so he didn't answer my question. What a fucking butthole. Okay. Dick.
For out of character reference, hellhounds are fiends, not animals.
Okay. I just, I didn't really know.
I know.
Never
And that makes
dealt with it.
well, no, that makes in character. Genra doesn't know either. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let me see what else I can do. Are there any plants in this room?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
Just unoxygenated water, which was the science roll that was failed earlier.
Mm.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I should have just been an asshole.
If only, if only.
All right. I'm going to use Hideous Laughter.
Okay.
Imagining a hellhound laugh.
I have to find a dog joke, so hold on.
I would only imagine it's like one of the hyenas from Lion King. Ed, specifically Ed.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about it has to understand you. There are some spells that say it must understand the words. Okay, I'm making a what save? Wisdom saving throw. I got +1 against that one. Nope. All right. The dog crumples at the legs and begins to dog laugh. Unless you'd like to move. You done? Yeah? Maybe?
Where's Lycus? How close is he to me? Can I touch him?
Yeah, you can touch him.
Okay. Can I, besides move, is there anything that I could do to tend to his wound at this point?
No, don't take an action.
I didn't think so. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll just kind of move towards him so I can be
You
there
can like
for the
throw
next time.
yourself upon him, but
No.
like proactively. No, not really.
Yeah.
Okay. Ugla.
Okay, looking down at Lycus, who's just a bloody mess, Does it look? Can I comprehend if he's breathing or not?
Roll medicine with disadvantage.
As like a quick glance before
Yep.
I do anything.
That's why it's disadvantaged. We'll have a high DC as well. Nope. You have no idea.
Okay. I'm gonna reach down and try and lay on hands him for 5,
Okay.
seeing that he's not moving.
You reach down, pulse the healing energy in. The wounds do not knit.
Okay. Ugla looks completely heartbroken.
All right. Hellhound. Let's see if he recharges that fire breath. Nope. Attempts to, let's see, still reasonably intelligent. Actually, Ugla is not armored, and he is the one who's been attacking him, so he will attack. Ugla, it's your unarmored AC. So you get like 10 plus dex.
10 plus dex would be 11.
All right, 17 hits you.
Yep.
You probably get smacked for this too.
I'm down.
13 bite plus fire.
Down.
Okay. Genra. Oh wait, no, I'm laughing. Oh, whew, whew. All right. I'm
I
laughing.
was wondering.
I'm laughing. It's okay. That's okay. My bad. Lycus, you don't need to roll, buddy.
Okay.
At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, it gets to try to save again. Okay, so I did not attack Ugla. I attempted to wisdom save. And I think I failed. What's your DC, Genra?
Where's my DC?
Spells page, top right corner.
15.
Okay, yes, I definitely failed. Still laughing. Ugla's still standing, so we are wrapping back around to Genra. You are maintaining concentration on the laughter, but may take other actions. You did see Ugla healing glow to Lycus, and nothing happened. You're not holding your button.
So I could take an action?
Yes, it just cannot be casting another concentration spell.
So could I make a good berry? if I have a ration or something
Yes.
to give to Lycus.
Okay.
Can he eat that though?
No.
If he's okay, fuck. All right.
Effect, and Ugla looks extremely sad.
Roll regular medicine. You don't need disadvantage. You got a buff from what you saw Ugla do.
Okay.
You're not sure. He might be on death's door. He might be dead.
Actually, okay, wait. Okay, so I saw Ugla try to heal him, right?
You did. You saw Ugla try to heal him. You saw the very familiar by now glow from the hand pass into the body.
So could I use bind the wound?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Link it. Okay.
Sorry, I clicked twice.
All right. When you or an ally within 5 feet of you receives healing of any kind, you may use your reaction. So this would have been part of Ugla's turn. You saw him heal, and you reacted to boost the healing. And then you can have already done that. That's fine. Let's say you did it, and the healing glow was larger than Ugla expected, but you still have an action this turn.
Okay. All right. Cool. Jeez, I feel like Genra is definitely conflicted. She doesn't want to kill what she still thinks might be Rezek. You know, she's not really sure what's going on there. Um, obviously, he's incapacitated at the moment, but, you know, I'm assuming he doesn't look great.
Oh no, he's bleeding profusely.
Yeah, he looks like he's probably gonna die. Um,
You've seen Ugla slashing the living shit out of it.
yeah,
Killed
exactly.
Lycus. Ugla's bleeding heavily.
Ugla is
Uh,
also bleeding profusely.
Man, everybody's fucked.
You're fine.
Yeah, that doesn't help though. I honestly have no idea what I could do with this. Like
Swim
at
into
this
the
point,
portal.
that's what I was gonna say that, but then I abandoned my entire team.
That is a thing. Yes, that is a thing you would have done. You've got
Could I get? Could I?
She had a pokey thing,
We're
right?
in
Calm
combat,
down,
so it's
dungeon.
like, I want to be able to tell Ugla, you know, can you make it into the water, you know, and take Lycus, get into the water with me, and go through this.
You can say those words, but you'll have
But
to wait
by
for
the
his turn
time,
to respond.
by the time his turn comes around, he might, yeah.
He will get to go
Okay.
again. He will get to go again before Rezek does, but
Yeah.
you will have to have waited after Rezek to react to his response.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say the words, follow me, and then I'm gonna go.
Where do you go?
And that's it. I'm gonna go into the middle of the whirlpool.
Genra, are you you diving in and fucking paddling, or you
Yeah.
you fucking little goose waddles?
This is as hard as I can go.
Okay.
As a goose.
He takes an attack of opportunity.
Yep, I figured.
Actually, no. Once again, it's a smart creature. He doesn't need to kill you. He's got someone who's easier prey right next to him, and he hopes to use his AFO on Ugla.
The one time.
Yep.
Fucking terrible.
All right, so yeah, you dive full force into the pool, swim straight for the center. Genra disappears.
Bye.
Ugla.
All right. Well, let me see if there's anything hiding in the dark reaches at the bottom of my character sheet.
Okay. Anything you've forgotten?
Unused magical paladin bullshit that I just said, I'll save that for later. Now would be later.
Now is in fact the last opportunity for later. Let's see what you got.
Just kill me.
I have turned the faithless, which I could have used. I'm trying to get the fucking just making it get away from me, but I've bloodied the shit out of this thing, and I really just want to kill it.
He
So
looks
that
he looks as on death's door as you do.
Okay, good. There can only be one. Ugla mutters as he raises his sword.
12 doesn't cut it.
Why did I have disadvantage on?
Doesn't matter. 12 didn't make it.
Okay.
Oh no.
25 does, but he has more than 10. Oh no, he's at 5. Okay. Whew.
Oh, Jesus, Johnson.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Minus 10. He hits -5. The Hellhound takes another huge slice to the shoulder, coughs as you cut into the larynx, and collapses to the ground. The fire cavity that sits within its chest lights burst with this hell flame, and the body immolates into ash.
Doesn't reform into Rezek or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
He Rezek.
Is he on top of wood?
Who?
This ash?
Sure, some of it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to overturn the wood into the whirlpool.
All right.
So the ashes float down. And then I'm going to grab Lycus's clearly dead body.
Yep. Like outside of combat, yeah, 100% dead.
Put it over my shoulder, knowing like this is all happening very quickly. So I'm gonna kick this real quick, like 2 seconds. Put this fucking guy over my shoulder, and then just run as fast as I can to get to that whirlpool and cram him down, and I hope some stupid magic can somehow help him.
Okay. Are you also going to the center of the whirlpool?
Or die alone. Yes.
We're gonna die.
Yeah,
We're all
but-
gonna die.
Now y'all gotta fight that cat.
Whatever.
I'm sorry, I
cat?
didn't want to kill you guys. It's not what I wanted.
All right. Next week, we will have 2 players. Good game, everybody.
Oh shit!
The new
right.
adventures of Ugla and Genra.
Ugla and Genry endgame team. Holy shit!
So that's like one of those cautionary tales where if you turn your face like that too many times, it'll stay like that.
So Rezik was wearing a cursed item known as the Hellhound's Cloak. After 6 uses, you have to make a charisma save every time you want to transform back. The first and any time you fail to save, you are no longer interested, no longer willing in changing back. And if you subsist in that form for more than 6 hours, you become a Hellhound.
Wow.
The number of the beast.
So if he had taken a certain amount of damage before that 6 hours, he would have turned back into Rezik.
Correct.
Yep.
And that's what he was trying to bite at to do that damage.
I don't know if that was your thought, or were you just trying to help them kill you?
I didn't know what was going to happen to me. So I figured it was either best to try and attack myself, as I wasn't sure what would happen after I was lost.
Well,
That's realistically what was going on. I was like, well, I was like 30 seconds. I should have 5 attacks ish, but I guess each attack turn.
woke us up quickly with him, I guess. But yeah, if you hadn't bit yourself twice, it would be a TPK.
Yep. Well, I mean, like, as low as he was, Genra could have killed him with the dagger, potentially.
Yeah. I don't know. I just felt like,
I was yeeting Lycus's body into that whirlpool no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
it was one of those things where I just, even though Genra had been, so physical, I'm gonna kill you before, like, I don't think she would have ever done that. And so, like, this is that kind of time, where she really shown that, like, she wasn't, her intentions were, never to hurt him. But she, did what she could to disarm him at least.
Yep.
So.
That's true. If he had gotten that final attack in, then Ugly would be dead too. So if you hadn't done the laughter, that would have been that.
I'm actually glad I had this, so.
That's true. Without the laughter, Ugly would have gone down then, and you would have had, I don't know, a turn or 2 before he murdered Genra. Especially if I got to recharge my fire again.
Yeah, that shit does a lot of.
A goose dinner would have been had.
A delicious goose dinner. Well, all right, pals. Congratulations, new player, on your character death.
That's something that I never got to do. Never say never. Knock on wood.
Don't worry.
We still have a little time.
You just entered another plane of existence with yourself
Exactly.
and a very nearly dead ally. I'm sure
That's
it'll be fine.
probably gonna be my demise. So.
For the record, Ugly would definitely, well, no, I guess he was gonna. Once Lycus died, he was gonna throw him in and follow, no matter what.
Yeah.
Just on the pure faith hope that maybe there's something benevolent on the other side that somehow can resurrect something. Who knows?
That's why I asked. Like, if I said, "Are you going to the center of the whirlpool?" You said that or die alone. So you went to the center, and anyway, the moment you touch the center, you teleport.
Yep.
Okay, cool. With Lycus's body in my hands.
You'd already pushed him through. He disappeared.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
So some ash will appear in a planar pool, and then a body, and then Lugla.
Will the ash appear because the water was supposed to be still, right?
No, remember it's a whirlpool.
Right, but if my character died,
I kicked it
why
over
would?
Remember he said that he kicked the ash into the water.
the world.
Yeah, he dumped it.
Oh, I thought he said just into the water, not into the whirlpool.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
If it was in
I
this,
assumed it
you
was
mean the still?
whirlpool.
You mean the still room? The water in the still room
Yep.
still circulates, just much slower.
okay.
So,
That was somewhere between a burial and maybe there's some weird magic I don't know about.
I guess we'll find out.
alrighty. Find out next time as we have ourselves a little mini adventure and see if we can't complete this TPK.
Right. But hey, do we meet two new friends in this strange new planar realm?
Yeah, how does this work?
If you survive the dungeon, maybe.
Oh
Of
my
course.
god.
We're so fucked. It's okay.
Just need a good 8 hours, please. Give me some spells.
Yep. How much lay on hands you got left after wasting that 5? 5 left?
Yeah.
It's something.
I can
Better
put
lay
my
those
armor on.
hands.
Yep, you can at least armor up.
That'll help
Actually,
a shit ton.
did you bring your armor?
Yeah, it's in my backpack. I'll grab that.
Armor definitely does not fit in a backpack.
Or, I mean, if it's like beside me or attached to me, there's no way I'm going without my armor.
Okay, that's fine.
And my shield's magically floating beside me, right?
Sure.
Or attached to the armor
It's
in a
attached
neat
to the armor. Yeah, like
ready to bundle.
the armor's in a bundle on top of the shield.
Right. And so I keep saying this. It's like the number one limitation to this character is having to take off his armor to sleep because every time they get fucked, he's sleeping.
Yep. Alrighty. The next week we will have a 2-person adventure, and if they survive that, our two dead players will reroll characters. If not, this campaign might be over. It's been a pleasure, Internet. We'll see you next time.
Hey, bye.
You don't need a killer, dragon for me.